Yeah, buddy, I know exactly how you feel. You see, that's me, Glenn. Or at least that's how I used to look. Now I got a question for you. Would you call me crazy if I told you that you can change your life, maximize your health, wealth, and relationships, even without the law of attraction or any other type of manifestation technique? You see, I stumbled upon, rather created, a simple 7-step formula that changed the course of my life. I called it Aspect Mastery. I get it. I get it. You've been fooled before. Really, I do. I get it. I know you've tried many self-help programs, and I know there's a lot out there. And I know they didn't work. If they did, you wouldn't still be listening, would you? Let me tell you how it happened, and how this program can help you. My life was an absolute mess. I was a down and out 40-something guy with not a whole lot of good things to look forward to. I was overweight, unemployed, and my social life was, well, you could say, non-existent. I thought things would never change, and that I was just destined to a life of misery. Truth is, I had no intention of changing, and things would just get worse. But just when I thought there was no solution, I decided to try something a little crazy. I took out a pen and paper and began looking for an answer. But what I discovered totally blew my mind. I took the paper and the pen and I sat down and I started to write down on that paper all of the problems in my life. And as you can imagine, the list was pretty damn long. Sitting there in amazement at how bad I had allowed my life to get, I decided to look for some answers. I knew this was my last chance. I had to find the answers. I didn't want to let my family down, and deep inside, I knew that giving up was really not an option. I had to find a solution. And as I was reading through my great big list of problems, I began to hear voices in my head. Yes, in my head. And the voices were giving me ideas for each of the problems I had on my list. Was I crazy? Or was this God giving me a message? All I knew was this was the first positive thing to happen to me in years. And then I remembered watching this TV show, and this psychologist guy was talking about how he worked with his clients and had great success using this technique called writing your perfect life story. You know, how their life would be if it was exactly as they imagined it. So I decided to try one more time. I wrote for what seemed to be hours. My fingers were cramping, and I finally finished. And I decided to read it several times. I started to notice a pattern as I was reading, and things were making sense, and pieces of my life were actually coming together for once. I began taking notes and compiling a list of these awesome little nuggets of wisdom. And eventually, I had pages of information. It was literally life's book of instructions, as if it had been personally handed to me. I knew it was now or never. I knew. And at this point, I was feeling a little bit better about things, that I was armed with this newfound information that I knew I had to face it, man up, and just take the effort and change my life. So I set out on a journey. One day at a time. One day at a time. And I struggled at first, but I stuck with it. Then finally, after a lot of trial and error, I started to notice changes in my life. And believe me, so did everybody else. I lost weight. I quit smoking. And I finally got a job. For the first time in my life, good things were happening, and I felt free. My friends and family couldn't believe what they saw. I couldn't believe what I saw. But it was working. I owe my life to this simple program, so I held on to it for dear life. For the longest time, I kept this a secret. I didn't want anyone to know. But now I know all I was doing the world a total injustice. So I decided that it was time to share this with the world. After all, it helped me. And if it can help me, I know it can help you, and I want to share it with you. I want you to be able to tackle life's challenges so that you can do things like this. Start following through. Overcome procrastination. Start losing the weight and getting in shape. Stopping the bad habits, creating new, healthier ones. Improving your special skills that only you possess. Enhance your learning. Keeping your word. Advancing in your career or starting a career. Improving your family life. Enhancing your spirituality. Filling your life with joy. Finally, find the peace that you so desire and live the life that you so deserve. And yes, I could go on, but I'm not going to waste any more time, because right here, right now, I'm offering this program at a discount price. I don't know for how long, so read the pages below. Take the course, invest in yourself, and start changing your life. And become the master of all your life's aspects. Take the Aspect Mastery program. You can recreate your life in 7 simple steps. And you can do this at no risk. 60-day money-back guarantee. Go ahead and give it a try and start your journey today.